Welcome back, everyone. It is Tuesday, April 29th in the NBA, and we have 5 plays in this video. Now, this is my final day in Pensacola. I watched back yesterday's recap. I was lagging. Voice might not have matched the audio or the video. Apologies in advance. But what did match was we got a good day. We swept the board, a 2-0 day. We'll take it. Wait, Tyler Hero's under in rebounds. I'm pretty sure almost every single under cashed in that Cavs and Heat game. That was a disaster. He ended with 1 rebound. He sucked. And then our VIP exclusive play was Alperen Şengün's over 22.5 points plus assists. We've now hit 4 straight Dub Club exclusive plays. I saw some people in the comments getting angry that I track them towards the record. Well, deal with it, because hopefully I hope to make you not angry, because we cashed our underdog slip as well right over here. Turned our 5 little legs into $20 into 95. We take those. Look, again, if you want the Dub Club exclusive plays, you can join. There's a $10 off link first for your first month. So $10 off makes it $5 a month. Stop complaining. It's only $5 a month for your first month. Get on in there. We'll have the ladder challenge dropping later today, day 7. We took off yesterday, as we talked about in this video. We'll have day 7 dropping later today, and I'm excited to cook up a winner for you to try to get to day 8. But before we dive into that, I do need to say happy birthday to my mother out there. We're talking about in the baseball video. Hopefully she has a wonderful birthday. Hopefully we can deliver her some winners. That's what we're trying to do. Let's dive into the picks. As a reminder, at the end of the video, we'll talk about our underdog slip of the day. Like I said, yesterday's was right here. Reminder, use code COS or the link in the description. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000, and you will get a free pick to use. So instead of one of these legs, you have a free leg in there. You don't have to worry about it. Let's dive into first play of the day. I don't know if I'll put him on the thumbnail or not, because I always put him when he's doing his little heart emoji. You know what it is. It's Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double. Yes, at plus 135 on BetMGM. Now, I was doing the write-up for his over 9.5 assists, which was plus 100 or like minus 110, minus 115 on the Bucks. And then I looked at the triple-double. I was like, plus 135. Fine, I'll take a stab at it. But I don't know why it's plus money. I guess I understand why it would be like plus 100, but plus 135, I'll take a chance there at half a unit. Now, Jokic, we took us over in assists in game 4, and he didn't get it done. He had 36 points, only got the rebounds, like 21 rebounds, but didn't get the assists, only at 8. Now, he did have 17 potential assists, and if you've tracked Jokic over the last 2 seasons or so, last 2-3 seasons, he always has a better conversion percentage at home, as does anyone. Getting assists on the road ain't easy, because your teammates typically shoot a worse percentage on the road, but at home we've seen him be a beast, and I anticipate him to get the triple-double tonight and get the rebounds. Let's talk about each category. To get a triple-double, we need the points. If he doesn't get 10 points tonight, well, something went wrong. 10 rebounds is probably the next one. I really hope we don't lose on the rebounds, but this series he had 9 in the first game, but since then 11, 13, 21 rebounds. He's been pretty good at getting the boards, and we know he's going to play upwards of 40 minutes tonight. And so we've seen Jokic this season. He has 10 or more rebounds in about 79, 80% of games with 36 or more minutes. I'm confident he gets 10. I don't know how he does it. Offensive, defensive, I don't care. Get 10 rebounds. What I really hope the triple-double comes down to is the assist, because if that's all it comes down to, then, well, we took what could have been a plus 100 and got it for plus 135. Now, Jokic, like I said, this series at 12, 10, 13, and then only 8 assists in game 4. And he scored 36 points. He tipped the cap there, but we've seen the potential assists remain pretty much consistent. Game 1, 22, then 19, 20, and 17 potential assists. And we've seen the Jokic this season when he has 15 or more potential assists, which he's done in 44 games. He's hit 10 plus in 75% of games. That improves to 88%. I think like 21 of 24 at home. So with a better conversion percentage at home, I expect the assists to be there. Coming off a 36-point game, maybe the Clippers switch up a little bit of things, but I don't think they do. He had the potential assists. Even in a game he drops nearly 40 points, still had the chances there. I anticipate him once again getting those chances and have a little bit better conversion percentage at home. He should play big-time minutes in a pivotal game 5. I trust the Joker to get the triple-double up plus 135. Probably doesn't sub out in the second half, if I had to guess. Or at most, 2 minutes. Unless this game's a blowout, which if it is, that'd be tough. So I really like the Joker to get the triple-double. My second play, we kind of over there. We need to go and balance it out with an under. That's Kevin Porter Jr. under 15.5 points of the Milwaukee Bucks, minus 121 on Caesars. Now, if all you got is 14.5, I like it there. 15.5 was available on Fanatics, DraftKings, and Caesars. 14.5 was on pretty much every other book. I don't think it really comes down to the hook here for KPJ. I get it if you were to look at his game 4 when he replaced Damian Lillard, who tore his Achilles, which get well soon to Dame, just tough injury, but we saw him replace him, and he actually played really well. KPJ had 23 points. However, he shot 5 of 7 from the 3-point line. If you think he shoots 5 of 7 from the 3-point line tonight, well, then go bet it, because his over 1.5 threes is plus money. So having to make 5 threes could probably help you retire early. I just don't see him having a big game again. It's a elimination game on the road. Giannis, we know he's going to play big time minutes, get great usage. KPJ, is he a great spot up shooter? I don't really think so. And when I look at this, now that Dame's out of the lineup, he's going to get the better defenders that the Pacers have to offer. Most notably, he probably gets Andrew Nembhard, if I had to guess, or Aaron Nesmith. One of those two guys is going to guard him. And those are two elite perimeter defenders. Whereas early on in the series, when Dame was, playing, granted not 100% healthy, he was avoiding those guys. Now he gets them. And so getting them, you're getting adjustments from the Pacers, because I just saw you score 23 points, even though the Pacers won that game. Still, guy scores 23. You're going to be a little bit, your ears are going to perk up a little bit. I just don't see him having a great game here. He's a good player, but he doesn't have a lot of playoff experience on the road. Asking him to score 16, I don't know about that. We'll see what the Bucks do, because now that they're down Dame, down 3-1, maybe they make some adjustments here. But at the end of the day, they could get blown out. Now the down Dame, the morale might be pretty low. I just look at this as a tough spot for KPJ to get to 16 points, getting the best guard defenders that the Pacers have to offer. His under in threes is juiced to the under at 1.5, like minus 140, minus 150. If he gets the over, my guess is with free throws. He had 8 free throws in game 1. I just don't know if you can count 8 free throws on the road. You don't normally get the calls that you might get at home. I'll fade him. I'll take his under 15.5 points. My next play, we have the same exact line, but we're taking the guys over. It's OG Anunoby. Over 15.5 points, minus 1. I think I meant to put minus 125 on Bet365, so that's where I'll track it. Just a typo on the graphic there, but it is 15.5. I don't mind it at 16.5. You could probably get that for plus money. FanDuel will give you the alternate line, so I'd probably play about minus 130-ish, minus 135. I don't want to go any higher on that on a points line in the mid to upper teens. Now, OG has been an absolute roller coaster, as is a lot of players in the NBA playoffs, especially role players like this. They go up and down, and OG's been a great person, just like the Drew Holiday roller coaster. There's an OG roller coaster out there, and we're going for a ride today, because this series he's had 23. So we start over here, 23, then we go down to 10, up to 22, and then down to 8 points is what he finished with last game. It's not like he didn't shoot the ball. 3 for 13, 0 for 3 from 3. He just didn't knock down his shots. And you're going to expect that from a guy like OG or any role player on the road. OG shoots about 7% higher at home. And anticipated, we know he's going to play a lot of minutes, because Cade Cunningham is his primary defensive matchup. So I just see OG getting some open looks. He's a good cutter. He can knock down some open threes. Given that the Pistons arguably probably should have won game 4 and should be tied 2-2, they're going to give some good effort here. And I don't know if they want to lose to Brunson and Cat, who beat them basically in game 4 by themselves. Bridges and OG didn't have good games, so maybe they get some more traps going their way, and OG maybe get some more opportunities, because Josh Hart, he don't want to shoot it. So I look at OG, a guy that I expect to get about 10 to 15 shots here. I just think this line's a tad too low. We saw him earlier on in the series as a line around 17, 18.5. And that's probably where it should be. OG, we're counting on you. Get us 16 points. I really like his over tonight. I don't really touch the rebounds or assists with OG. However, I do want to meant to note this before we talk about it. When you go look at your book, there's a chance that your book is at 16.5. Take a peek at his points and assist line. That was 17.5. So in my opinion, how I would rank them, 15.5 points is my favorite. 17.5 points plus assists, then 16.5 points. Granted, these bottom two are pretty close to each other, but if you can get the difference is only 1 assist, I take my chances there. Does OG, does he get triple doubles? No, but I think he get you 1 or 2 assists to get you more value on that points and assist line. He gets about 2 to 3, 4 potential assists per game. My fourth play of the video is going to be a parlay. It's going to be in the Clippers Nuggets game. At the end of the video, we'll talk about all the games as well as our Underdog entry. But let's talk about these two guys, 3 legs. It's the same game parlay, 3 legs. Minus 122 on FanDuel. First leg, Kawhi Leonard, 20 plus points. Second leg, James Harden under 24.5 points is what the U means. And James Harden 6 plus assists. This is minus 122. Do I wish it was better value? Yeah. Do I wish it was plus value? Sure. But this kind of goes on the leans of how I feel about the Clippers side of the equation. I think Kawhi is a big game. I almost took his over again, but if I got hooked again, man, I would throw something. But I really think he has another good game. He's had 20 plus points in every single game this series. Now, Harden, really the series, he's had 2 good quarters. Game 1, first quarter, Game 3, first quarter. Now, in Game 1 in the first quarter, he went nuclear at 15 points. They made a lot of adjustments his way, and he really hasn't scored a ton since then. Even in that Game 3, when I think he had 13 points in the first, he still ended with like 21 points. What they've really been doing, the Nuggets, is they play one-on-one defense on Kawhi Leonard, and they play more of a zone concept on James Harden, really limiting his field goal attempts. They only shot 11 times in Game 4. That's kind of what they're doing, and I love that for an under in points for Harden. I like it his regular line at like 20 and a half, 21 and a half. I like buying a couple points here on the road. And I like the assists here because when you're playing zone defense, you're going to yield some more assists, especially that mid-range to Ivica Zubac and those guys. So look, I think Kawhi has his usage. He gets going maybe late in this game. If they are down, they'll go more towards isolation for Kawhi. He'll get one-on-one all game long, unless he has like 40 points, then fine, we'll make some adjustments. But I look at Harden as just a guy that I don't see him scoring 25 on the road, but he will be setting up his teammates. This series, he's hit the 7. He's at 7 or more in every single game, if that's all you can take. But he's at 11, 7, 9, and 11 assists. So I think they're going to continue to stick with that game plan. The Nuggets, that is, they'll live with Kawhi beating them one-on-one, try their best zone coverage, Harden, make his looks tough, or just eliminate his looks as a whole, and live with Kawhi beating them one-on-one. So if you need individual leg here, if you can't bet one of them, I do like Kawhi's over in points and Harden's under in points. Those would be my two favorite there. I don't know if I'd bet Harden assists at 9.5. I don't really want to trust a guy to get 10 assists on the road, but I do think Harden has a bad matchup for scoring, but a good one for assisting. And let's hope he gets some assists to Kawhi. Why not that? That's my fourth pick, minus 122 on FanDuel. And my fifth pick of the day will be our Dub Club exclusive play. It's an under in points. Check it out if you want to. There's a $10 off your first month coupon link in the description. Should be the top link. Get in there. You'll get this play, which we've now 4 straight Dub Club exclusive plays, and you will also get day 7 of the ladder challenge, which we posted later on, and I will talk about that in just a few moments. Again, fifth pick, under in points. Go check it out. Finally, we wrap up the video talking about the Underdog fantasy entry and talk about the ladder challenge. Of course, the Underdog fantasy entry, you can see it here. Our reminder, code COS, $1,000 deposit match. Take advantage of that. They'll give you a free pick. Appreciate everyone that uses code COS or the link below to sign up. Helps support the channel a lot. So I appreciate it. Underdog's available in a ton of different U.S. states. Just make sure you have their pick'em thing. Here's a bunch of leans that I had. Now, some of these you'll see are duplicates. Kawhi's in there again for points. James Harden less than 24.5 points. Jokic in there for 9.5 assists. The top two are two heavy leans I had. One of them is Cade Cunningham's rebounds and assists. I think his line's 16.5. The Knicks continue to blitz the heck out of this guy. So I look at Cade as a guy that can honestly get close to hitting this over and just assists alone, but a good rebounder. I'm not going to guard Brunson or Cat. So even though I like OG today, still, he should be weak side for rebounds. Just had a triple-double. I think the 16.5 line is sharp. I do think he gets you 15. And then Pascal's the guy that I look at backing. I think I got him at 16.5 here. Coming off a bad game 4, everyone else was cooking. I expect the Bucks to make some adjustments, and I think that opens up a little bit more for Pascal, who was dominating this line really all season long against the Bucks. So I do like Pascal here. I don't love the matchup for his other teammates. So Pascal's probably the guy I would back there. So Underdog, I think $20 turns at about 87, something like that. Again, use code COS or the link down below. $1,000 deposit match. Take advantage. Finally, let's talk about day 7 of the ladder challenge, and then I'm getting on out of here. I probably won't touch the Magic and Celtics game. Should we go pretty straightforward? I don't have a single pick in that game. Just don't like it. Double-digit spread. Could the Magic roll over? Probably not. Jamal Mosley typically gets that team ready to go, but I don't love it there. Then you go to the other games. Pistons and Bucks, probably not a game I touch a ton of. I just don't really want to lose in a game where we see Dame injured. Could see some adjustments. Another elimination game. Probably not getting involved there. Then we have Knicks and Pistons, a series that I don't mind tapping into. We've tapped into it many times, so probably might get involved there. Looking at maybe some Cade points or Cade points and assists or Cade PRA. Pretty confident he plays a lot of minutes. Could be a blowout there, but I expect the Pistons to give some good effort. And I knock on wood, the Knicks really don't blow out a lot of teams, at least not that I've seen. And then the final game would be the Clippers and Nuggets, which is probably where we will consist of several legs of the ladder challenge. So stay tuned for it. We'll see what I cook up. Hopefully it's a winner, and hopefully we can move on to day 8 tomorrow. But let's most notably cash all of our straight picks and that Harden and Kawhi parlay, cash the Dub Club exclusive play. All the links for everything that I talked about are in the description. Again, final day in Pensacola here. Apologies, the video was a little laggy, or maybe my voice doesn't match the video. There's only so much a boy can do on hotel Wi-Fi. But again, thanks for tuning in. Let's have a great day, and I'll see you guys live later for day 7 of the ladder challenge, which when it is live, I will link on the screen. Let's have ourselves a day. Go check out the MLB video where we're doing a $25 giveaway, and let's have ourselves a Tuesday. See you guys back again in the next one. Peace.